Need to fill in your time in between episodes of Telltale's Walking Dead or The Wolf Among Us? The detail might just do the trick. Well, partially. It's a noir adventure game, but without the puzzle elements, so it's not like Monkey Island or Sam & Max or Broken Sword. It puts more emphasis on a choice during your adventures and gives you the feeling that you can change the outcome of the story. Set in an unnamed American city, you play either as a detective or an ex-gang member. The main story begins with the police investigating a murder during a rainy evening on the tracks under a bridge. Hold on a second. Heavy Rain! Is that you? Similarity aside, it is enough to start out our story. You can walk around, talk to people, inspect stuff, just like in a classic adventure game. Almost. Kinda. Not really. There is no inventory system in the game as far as I know, so there aren't any puzzles in the game. Which is a shame, but... what I see is a game with a strong narrative, and not having any puzzles keeps a very good flow, even though it offers a bit less of gameplay. At least you don't spend half an hour trying everything in your pockets on every single clickable thing on every screen. That said, I don't think it hurts games since it clearly focuses on storytelling. The game also has these interactive scenes in which you are able to choose your approach to the problem. These are really cool and for a brief moment bring a lot of faster and tense action to an overall calm investigation. Now let's talk about the characters. First of all, we have a wild, old, fat and balding detective. Kinda feels cliche to me, like I feel like I've seen this type of a character in a lot of movies already. And he's a really unlikable person. Angry, violent, explosive, and he uses these character traits to get things done, even though it might be illegal to do so. Most of his choices are basically be a dick, or be a dick in a different way. He's also accompanied by Tyrone, his black sidekick in this case, but he's not controllable and he's only there to scold you. You can't do that, that's against the law! The other character, Joe, is an ex-gang member who's training up his life but is blackmailed by the detective to be a snitch in the gang. He has a wife and a beautiful daughter, which probably means they're gonna get kidnapped. I bet you $5. I've mentioned that throughout the game you can choose different actions and decisions. For instance, you can strike a deal with a suspect or beat the living crap out of him. But I have a problem with the choice system. It doesn't affect the gameplay or the story in any way, shape or form. I've tried to play the prologue of the game differently around 3 times and it only changed minor details. The only thing you'll get? At the end of the episode, it'll summarize what choices you made and give you some statistics so you can feel bad for making the wrong choice. Graphically, I love the presentation. It's all 2-dimensional and all artwork is high quality, looking super sharp in full 1080p. Like Telltale games, it is stylized to look like a comic. Most parts are in full color, though some scenes are black and white. Even the action cutscenes give life to artwork. What I don't like are character animations. They're super stiff and remind me of cheap Flash games. But the disappointment comes with the sound design, as there is none. No voice acting, no sound, just music. I can understand the lack of voice acting. It's a budget game and it's not that required. I'd rather have no voice acting over terrible cheap voice acting. But there are no sound effects either, nothing, zero, no ambient rain in background, no city noises, no gunshot in action scenes. Just music, and it's not that great either. It fits the situations and scenarios the game presents you quite well, but they're nothing memorable. They're trying to set the mood of the game with the music, but personally for me that's just not enough. Overall, it's a good entry to the series and it shows a lot of promise. It's around an hour long, it's not that hard, and while it lacks in some departments like audio and animation, I found it rather enjoyable and the story got more interesting and intense the more time I spent with it. Final verdict? Not bad, room for improvement. Looking forward to the next one.